Do you think Cade will be an all-star this year?
I think he'll put up all-star numbers, but he'll be overlooked. That's what I think will happen. Like, if Cade is healthy, I think I said this before on a podcast. I know I've tweeted this out. I think he's going to be a 24-7-7 guy this year in the NBA, and those are definitely all-star numbers. I just think the Pistons, for as much as I've preached, they're going to be a play-in team. I know Ashton has said they're going to be a 6th seed in the NBA. It really comes down to how much they're going to win. And with all the new faces and being so young, I think it's going to be a tough start to the season. And we all know if you have a tough start to the season, you're pretty much just eliminated from winning any award in the NBA. So if the Pistons start out rough, don't expect Cade Cunningham to be an all-star. But it would take all of us Pistons fans to vote him in. So we should do that.
I think if the Pistons are in a good winning pace and Cade is putting up similar numbers to where I think it was like a 26-6 and they're on pace for like, I don't know, 30, 40 wins. I think he could be a reserve. I don't know if he'll be a starter. I don't think he'll be a starter, but I definitely think Cade could be a reserve representing the Pistons to be an all-star. And that might kind of sound like a hot take, but I think when Cade is healthy, he's one of the better players in the NBA. And I think a lot of not only Pistons fans, but like basketball fans around the world, they're going to realize how special this kid is because we know how special he is. We get to watch him each and every night, but he's going to have an opportunity to play with a rim running and a lob threat in Jalen Duren. He's going to have an opportunity to play with Jaden Ivey in the backcourt, opportunity to play with Asar Thompson, opportunity to play with Marcus Sasser. I think the sky's the limit for Cade, and I would not be surprised if he does get a all-star reserve nod.
See, I thought this would happen. I think the all-star happens for Cade Cunningham in like 4th or 5th year.
Okay.
That's it. I mean, I would love to see him as an all-star his 3rd year. Like I said, I think he's going to put up all-star numbers. I just think that's a pretty steep mountain for him to climb in his 3rd year, especially coming back from only playing 12 games. I know that stuff shouldn't matter because it's a new season, but for some reason, stuff carries over from the year before. And again, I just think it depends on how well the Pistons are playing early to start the season. But I think you are right. If they do go on a win streak and they're on pace to win 34 to 40 wins, there's a chance he'll be an all-star reserve. I do agree with you on that.
I just see it. I could see the Pistons as being in a really good position where, because we've talked about it, it's more of a winning award than anything else. Like if you're winning games, like Blake Griffin made the all-star team because the Pistons were winning. We were I think a 6th seed before he got injured. He made the all-star team. I think if you win games, you force voters to vote for you because even though Blake only made 3rd team All-NBA, he was still one of the better players in the NBA. And I think Cade can have a similar season. So where, he's putting up all-star type numbers. And I wouldn't be surprised if he does make a reserve. And, sometimes there's an injury, like when Andre Drummond got in and people can't get in. You never know. There could be an injury. There could be a player that just doesn't want to play.